To politics, why not? And the presumptive GOP nominee Donald Trump lashing out against fellow billionaire and Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos on Hannity last night.
Amazon is getting away with murder tax-wise. He's using the Washington Post for power so that the politicians in Washington don't tax Amazon like they should be taxed.
All right, with me now, Republican strategist Adam Goodman, Democratic strategist and former speechwriter, by the way, for Vice President Joe Biden, Matthew Lipman. Adam, let me begin with you. Okay, Mr. Trump saying, look, he's using the Washington Post as his own, vehicle, and also Amazon getting away with murder on taxes from the man who won't release his own taxes. Is it a fair argument from Mr. Trump?
Well, first of all, anytime you can see two billionaires going at it, it's great entertainment. But what you're really seeing here, I think, is a very smart tactical move by Donald Trump to go after Bezos by tying him to the Washington Post. And let's just be fair about it. They are fairly much an all-liberal, all-left, all-the-time newspaper that has a point of view that's not going to square with Trump's, and you know they're going to go after Donald Trump with everything they've got. But the other thing is, everyone that's tried to take on Donald Trump in return, and Bezos is trying to do that to some degree on social media, everyone, ask the 16 former presidential contenders on the Republican side, everyone's come out short, including everyone on the media and as well who have tried to take on Trump. I think this is, again, a very sharp, well-designed move by Trump to set up the narrative that the Post is going to come after him with everything they've got.
All right, let's go to the other side. Matthew, I want to bring up the issue of the Clinton Foundation. Once again, it's in the news, a report that $2 million was allegedly funneled to a friend who was starting up a business. Does this just not add to the lack of trust that we have in Hillary Clinton and her ability, and the Clintons' ability, to tell the truth?
It does not. As is the case with a lot of these stories, they come out, they sound like a big deal. It turns out that they're nothing. To say that the Clintons know a lot of people is an understatement. What they did is something that a lot of charities and foundations have been doing, which is called impact investing. There is really nothing wrong with it at all. It's helping what the money's going to is helping low-income people with their energy bills. So I think that's totally fine. Let me also just respond to something that Adam said. I don't believe that's true. The people Trump attacks have all been hurt. I think Megyn Kelly has been elevated by Trump attacking her. I think she looks all the better for it. And I think in the case of the Washington Post, they have a good story about Trump today, pretending to be his own publicist. That's why Trump is attacking them. He doesn't like the bad stories.
All right, very quickly, Matthew, I want to talk about, we'll start with you and then I'll go back to Adam. Let's talk about Bernie Sanders. He just won't go away. Do you think he's under pressure to drop out, and do you think he will?
You know, it's a good question. I think he should at this point, but it's up to Bernie Sanders what to do. I don't know how this is helping the Democratic Party at this point. You know, Hillary at this point needs to be one-on-one with Trump. Bernie attacking her isn't helpful. Hillary's clearly going to win here. So if I were Bernie, I'd drop out. But listen, you know, Bernie has a lot of supporters and a lot of money behind him, and it's tough to stop. He's having a good time.
He is. That's a live picture, by the way, in Fargo, North Dakota, one of my favorite movies, Fargo. All right, Adam, let me get back to you. The big question for the Republicans, of course, unity. Paul Ryan saying, look, we got together. It was all great. I like him. He's a warm, genuine man, but I'm not going to endorse him. How quickly should all of this come together with regard to the establishment GOP getting fully behind Donald Trump?
You're going to hear the words common ground repeated as code for unity ad infinitum until it happens. It's going to happen because at the end of the day, Republicans will unite. They unite because they want to defeat Hillary Clinton. They don't want another 8 years that we've seen under Barack Obama. They're going to unite because of what could be as many as 4 or 5 Supreme Court nominations in the next 8 years. They're going to unite on a number of policy fronts. And here's the good news. I think it's being missed in all these stories. The fact that Paul Ryan and Donald Trump and other Republicans come from different places, come from different viewpoints. Some are more conservative, some are more ideological, some are more foreign policy oriented. I think that's good for a party that's looking to show America they're not a Johnny One Note, that they actually have a sense of diversity under the tent to be able to welcome a lot of people. So I think it's good.
We know for sure that it's fascinating to watch and fascinating to be in the media at a time like this. We love it. Thank you so much, Adam Goodman and Matthew Lipman.